This is all natural sunlight too, no filter. Oh, your clouds are great. Just how the sun's hitting them. Sucker hole for a pilot. Not really, but it's cool looking. Look at that little hole in that cloud. Closing up. I'd like to take a hot air balloon through that with a parachute. Look at the top, how beautiful that is. God. About the end of the bright clouds. That would be moving from the east, almost straight west. Trying to catch some of this lightning, but it's pretty infrequent. What a damn beautiful night though. West Branch, Michigan. I think, well, I'll move down to Ann Arbor, around Detroit. Get down around where the action is, and then I have nights like this, and I think, what are you thinking? Now, you are limited up here. If you need a cable cord or something, or you're stepped on your mouse, switching porn channels, well, you can go to Walmart, but, I mean, you know, Walmart doesn't have anything. And good food's a little tough. I search for average food here. But this nature and this out in the damn woods and birds and stuff flying by is really good. Wish I get there's some. I was hoping this lightning would be a little more active, but guess not. These aren't exactly the biggest storms, and they're a ways away. But I'd like to get it. I was just, I had a tripod and I had time to kill. I just set it on there, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. These damn mosquitoes are out here though, I'll tell you that. Hey, mosquitoes got to eat too. Take my dog. My goddamn dog's gotten fat over the summer. And I'm getting her back into her exercise routine. I do give her healthy food and stuff, but I was letting her finish off these McDonald's ice cream cones during the summer, like about half a cone, and you know, she's only about 16 pounds, like as a treat. But man, I don't know if it was that or I don't know what it is, but I got her on a diet. She's not huge, but she's also young, so it's not that big a deal, but it's neglect on my part. Yeah, usually there's a bunch of deer out here. They probably hit the road. You know what I've noticed about deer up here? I feed them when the winters are bad. Now, the DNR will try and give you a ticket for that, but I say fuck the DNR. They couldn't have possibly ruined the Great Lakes more than they did with these salmon. And then they knocked off stocking the salmon, so the alewives came back. They're not supposed to be here either. I mean, they do some good things. They keep these redneck hillbillies from downriver from killing every goddamn living thing there is in the woods. I'll give them credit for that. But as far as some of their wildlife management programs, they got their head up their ass. I see one of their big shots last summer that had been a Detroit police officer, had a pretty good managerial position there, and he was flying up to Petoskey, I think it was, at night. He splattered that airplane over an empty field, and as it turns out he was texting. He seemed like a perfect candidate for a management job in the DNR. I don't even know if they call him that, DEQ, whatever the fuck it is. But the wildlife up here is great. But anyway, these deer, you know, brutal winters. Felt bad for them. Now, I'm all against imprinting and shit like that, but back to my point. These animals figure out after a while who's who. Your vehicle, you, whatever. When it was that rough couple of winters ago, I was feeding them, spending about $200 a month. Actually, the one doe ended up having triplets. She would actually get where she'd get close to me, and I could almost hand her a carrot, which I didn't want to do, but she kept coming closer, not me. But anybody else go over there, another car pull in the driveway, it was gone. So I really didn't worry about, you know, her thinking humans were friendly. And I've noticed that with a lot of birds, too. You go into the same place, and they kind of get used to you. I mean, they're not landing on your shoulder or anything, but they're not flying away like they would with a perfect stranger. And the water is so clear up here. See to the bottom. Actually, when I get done taking this dog for a walk, I'm going to take her over to Lake George. Just take her to the end of the boat ramp, set her in gently at the end of the dock, let her swim up the boat launch. Gets her wet, and between this walk and a little swim and cooling off, it just works out perfect. Right, girl? Where you at, honey? Oh yeah, that's a good girl. Well, I guess I'm not going to get any of this lightning. Boy, you can see that one. Since I was out here messing around and took those earlier videos, look how that is. These clouds are going vertical. You notice sometimes, like on nights like tonight, where you have low light and then you have like kind of those light blue, pale gray backgrounds, this autofocus has a hard time zeroing in on anything because it's just one big patch of the same color. Yeah, look at these kick-ass clouds. Like to just be Peter Pan, just fly through them. I mean, these people that I meet down in Detroit that are taking these drugs and heroin and crack and all that shit, I'm gonna ask them if they want to come up here for a weekend. Let them just enjoy something nice and see that you can see good shit like this. I'm not saying you'd get high like you would on drugs, but god damn it, this is something worth looking at. Look at that one. That's gonna bust out some lightning too. That's great. Now look how beautiful this is. Boggy in the ground. Kick-ass clouds. Quiet. Yeah, you can't even believe this is real. Hey Daisy, hi honey. Good girl. Daisy thinks it's beautiful, don't you, Daisy? Daisy, good girl? Look at this view. This is like no filter too. Can you believe this? I mean, summer's great, but I like winter too. And to be honest with you, I'm glad the summer's ending. I don't like that 90-degree stuff. I didn't even really get to do that much, or I didn't do that much photography or videography because it's just too hot, and I take my dog most of the time, and I don't want to leave her in the car in case the air conditioning quit working, so I just skipped it. But this is ass kicker. This is just so damn beautiful. I don't know whether I'm just getting old and like talking like an old guy. I guess I am. But this shit is just so awesome. It's so damn beautiful. It doesn't even seem real. If I ask somebody, look at that cloud building over there. Or is that a tree? God damn it, I am getting old, man. Can't tell if that's a tree or a cloud. This shit just really is nice. What's next? Old folks home? I mean, if you said, ask somebody to paint this for you, you'd think they were using bullshit fake colors, and here it is, real. See if I can keep from getting the Zika virus while I'm out here. I'm gonna be pissed if I get that shit. Although if you're not a woman having babies, I don't know what the big deal is. I'll have to read up on that. Yeah, I guess that is a cloud. God damn it. Yeah, this is nice out here. Look at this. You know, when you don't have that sun off the big tall clouds, I mean, they're nice looking, but nothing like when that sun's... Those are the same ones that I took just before the airplane took off, and they just look like clouds, not great, beautiful clouds. Look at that, man. God. I'd like to just fly through those. Look at that, just natural sunlight. Can you believe that?